What's going on, guys? Today I'm back with another H.A.T format replay review for you guys. If you're interested in sending in your H.A.T format replays, you can go down to the video description and find all the information on how you can send those in. But anyways, the match I have for you today is Nyarla734, who is going to be on Sylvan, versus Poison H.A.T, who is going to be on Mythic Ruler. So let's get straight into it. Here it looks like Nyarla will be the one to start out. Opening hands, we see Mount Sylvania, Upstart, Sage Koya, Spore, Soul Charge, and Poison H.A.T here has cards of Consonance, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blaster, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, and White Stone of Legend, which is very good seeing that they saw the cards of Consonance as well. So let's see what happens. Nyarla draws a Martial Leaf for turn. Activates Sylvania, getting rid of the Sage Koya to stack Charity, and then going Upstart into the Charity, activating Charity, finding double Hermitry and Soul Charge, so that's a little bit unfortunate, maybe? Here they're going to put back the Hermitry and Spore, putting the Hermitry back to the top, summon Martial Leaf, use the effect, which I feel a lot of people forget it actually has this part of the effect, that when it's normal summon, you can choose either one or two and excavate that many cards. So it does have an excavating type effect here, hitting the tree and probably the Spore. Yep. So they did go for two there. Here they can use the Hermitry effect to look at the top three. And then they're going to go Soul Charge to bring back the Hermitry, which they're not going to use the effect. They're then going to banish the Spore. Oh, right. So they're going to banish the Sage Koya for the Spore. So then it'll be a level 8. And then they're going to overlay both for a copy of Felgrin and pass it over to Poison H.A.T, who gets a copy of Dragon Shrine. So very strong draw still. Activate the cards of Consonance, finding Trade-In and another Dragon Shrine. The White Stone adds a Blue Eyes. They go Trade-In, getting rid of Blue Eyes to get a Soul Charge and Upstart, going Upstart into another White Stone. And then they go for Dragon Shrine, just sending a copy of Title here. They already have 2 Blue Eyes. Some builds play 2, some play 3, so maybe they're just on 2 here, or they want to trigger the other White Stone to basically get a free additional plus out of it, so that could be the reasoning here. Taking some time to think, they're going to banish the Title and White Stone for Blaster. Then they're going to use Title Effect to add a Mythic Water Dragon. And they're going to normal the White Stone and synchro for Colossal Fighter. Okay. Oh, which can just crash and then bring itself back. Oh, but they're going to think here. They're going to use the effect to negate the Colossal Fighter. I don't think that really changes anything here. Yeah, Colossal just summons itself back. It gains 100 attack for each warrior monster in the graveyards. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target one warrior monster in either graveyard, special summon it. So just summoning itself, then I guess it gains 100 because of the Felgrin, but I don't think there was really a reason to do that there. And then, because it summons back, they can just walk over the Martial Leaf as well. Main phase 2, they are going to set the Wing Blast and pass it over. Here we see Nyarla didn't choose to use the Mount Sylvania end phase effect, the opponent's end phase type effect. Not really sure why. I don't believe they stacked Charity. Oh, they did. I think they had looked at the top cards of their deck the previous turn. So it makes sense why they wouldn't, especially given Charity was the next card. So they go for Charity, finding Fertilizer, Sylvania, and Emptiness, putting back the Sylvania and Hermitry. And then activating Fertilizer to get back the Hermitry. Or they say Thinking, they go Wing Blast to put the Hermitry back, and because the monster left the field, I believe this blows itself up. If the monster special summoned by this effect leaves the field, destroy it. Yep. So by discarding the Blue Eyes, they're going to re-put the tree on top, which at that point, it's very rough here, given their hand is just Emptiness, Soul Charge. And yep, just passing it over. Poison H.A.T gets a copy of Torrential. They go Dragon Shrine, sending a Flamevell Guard and a Redox. Banishing 2 for the Blaster, but Vanities is activated. Here, Redox can activate, adding the Tree Dragon. So now if they're able to out the Emptiness, they're going to have, the Mythic Tree and Water to make a rank 8. swing in for some damage. I don't know how Nyarla even outs their own emptiness in this exact situation unless they, hit something off this, but even then the Torrential checks this. So they are going to use the end phase Sylvania here, hitting the tree to look at the top 3 and just put some back. Here, there was a lot going on there. I believe, what was that? They drew the Sage Koya for turn, or what did they do there? Maybe, I don't know there actually, or maybe they're still in the middle of doing it. Oh, they were just, reordering. Here they're going to get the Hermitry to hand. So those were the 3 revealed, which, weren't really any good. They're going to use the Sylvania here to stack the deck. They're going to put a Sage Koya on top, then go Soul Charge for double Hermitry, which they'll be able... Oh, here the Torrential is activated. What they would have been able to do is use Hermitry, sending the Sage Koya off the top, get a draw, and then also the Sage Koya would activate to add the Charity back. So that was a very good attempt there. Though, right here, the Torrential just kind of checks all of that. And Poison Hat here has enough gas to just kind of take this game. 27, the Blaster alone is going to just end the game here. But they're going to go for the Mythic play here. And go for Felgran, attack in, and on to game number 2. Here we'll see Nyarla start it out again. And opening hands, we see Martial Leaf, Princess Sprout, Lone Fire, Hermitry, and Princess Sprout. Poison here has Debris Dragon, Maxi, Upstart, Cards of Consonance, and Trade-In. So fairly decent hand here from Poison. Nyarla, opening Lone Fire is good, but without a Soul Charge or anything, there's only so much they can do, not even like the field spell right now. Drawing another Lone Fire, that's unfortunate. Lone Fire. Maxi is chained, summoning a Hermitry, and Poison gets a copy of Foolish. Use the Hermitry, excavate the top, which is a Hermitry, so they get a draw, which is Foolish. So that actually is pretty good, and then Hermitry can trigger to look at the top 3. And they just pass it over. Poison gets a copy of Soul Charge, that's pretty good. Goes Upstart, gets a copy of Skill Drain. Foolish, sending Whitestone, which can then add the Blue Eyes for that Trade-In. Trade-In's activated, getting a Soul Charge and Silver's Cry. Activating Cards of Consonance, getting rid of Debris Dragon, getting a Maxi and another Cards of Consonance. Probably a Soul Charge play here, They're going to get Blue Eyes and Whitestone. Synchro Summon for Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, really cool card. It says, if this card's special summoned until the end of the next turn, neither player can target Dragon-type monsters you currently control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by card effects, and then you're able to, in your standby phase, special summon a normal monster in your graveyard. They're going to use the effect, use the Whitestone, adding another Blue Eyes here, and set Skill Drain. Pass it over. Here, Nyarla got a copy of Soul Charge, so that now is very good, given, they have the Lone Fire and a Hermitry in grave. But here, they're going to summon the Princess Sprout. They think here, they use the effect, which lets them excavate the top card. So that is going to be the Koma Shrumo, so that's really good, because then they can use the Sprout effect to stack itself on top, and the Koma Shrumo to pop a set card, or a spell or trap, I should say. Hermitry is going to use its effect, hitting the Sprout, and then drawing into a Blaster. Sprout can then summon itself back, but Maxi is going to be chained there. So they summon it back, and they make it level 8. Here, Poison draws a copy of Blaster off their Maxi, so now they both have the Blasters. Also, I guess I should point out, a lot of Sylvan decks stopped playing Blaster, so actually seeing that is a little bit interesting. I completely just blanked on it, but no, that is something that isn't as common anymore, I would say. Then they overlay the 2 8s for a copy of Felgran and pass. Oh, they also set one, I guess. They drew the Soul Charge off of the Maxi that was dropped, and then they drew the Water Dragon for turn. I see what was happening there. Okay, so here in the standby, they're going to use Azure's effect to get Blue Eyes, and then... Or wait, are they not? Silver Eyes good? Were they chaining that to it? Or what was going on with that? Unless no, there's no other normals. I don't know why this just came down, but okay. Oh, they must have used Felgrand to negate this now since it can be targeted again. And then, so yeah, they just use the Silver's Cry to get the blue eye so they can run it over. Makes sense. And then they just pass. Here, Nyarla gets a copy of Upstart. They are going to discard the Blaster and the Hermitry to pop the blue eyes. Summon the Princess Sprout, use the effect, excavate the top, which was a charity, but then the Sprout can go back on top. And the charity goes to the bottom of the deck because of the Sprout, though. Let me just see something. Tribute. Send it to the graveyard, then you can place one Sprout. I don't think the card goes back on the bottom in this case. Tribute this card, excavate the top card of your deck, send it to the graveyard, then you can place a Sprout monster. Yeah, so in this exact case, you would not put the card back. This is one of the few that doesn't have that effect. Oh, nope, they did catch it. Okay, so spoke a little too soon, I guess, but the Sprout still goes to the top. Your Soul Charge is activated, and Poison's gonna think. Or, yeah, I guess they were just seeing what they were doing. Going for all three big tree, or no, I guess one, yeah. They're going for 4 trees, or 3 trees and the Lone Fire, my bad. And then they're using the Hermitry to send the Sprout, drawing a Peacekeeper. And then Sprout summons back as a level 8, overlaying both for a Felgrand. Using the other tree, hitting a Sage Koya, which can add back the Charity. Wow, crazy game. Using the Lone Fire for a Sage Koya. Using Charity, finding Charity, Spore, and Fertilizer. Putting back Spore and Peacekeeper. Using the Sage, hitting the Peacekeeper to draw a card, and then the Peacekeeper activates, which has the ability to reborn a level 4 lower plant from grave, so getting the Lone Fire back. Using the Hermitry, hitting Spore, drawing Emptiness, jeez. Using the Lone Fire to go into another Sage Koya, using Sage Koya, hitting a Crow, which will then go to the bottom of the deck because it wasn't a plant, overlaying 2 trees for a copy of Ulse, overlaying the 2 7s for Big Eye, using Big Eye to take the Azure Eyes, and then setting Emptiness. Here, Poison Hat draws a copy of Corseska, uses cards of Consonance, drawing a Mythic Tree Dragon and Redox, summoning the Tree Dragon, and then specialing the Redox, or specialing the Mythic Water. Thinking that would be interesting. There's almost a reason to want to shotgun the Emptiness just to keep them off of this in the main phase 1. Like if they had another Silver's Cry or something, they would activate it in response to Emptiness and have to go to battle phase before even using this. So it feels almost weird to let them get the special of this because this is inherent. So if just on summon of this you flip the Emptiness, you might be good. Though I guess maybe they were afraid of like a board wipe or something, and then they just kind of get fully blown out. But then, even then, this kind of protects itself. So I don't know. That's kind of an interesting play there. Oh, nope, they did go for it. Okay, so again, I'm just speaking too soon on some of this stuff. So here we will see Poison Hat going first. Opening hands, we see Soul Charge, Princess Sprout, Charity, Sage Koya, and Marshall Leaf. Poison Hat here has Dragon Shrine, Blue Eyes, Gold Sark, Tempest, and Wing Blast. Drawing a copy of Burial for turn. Activating Gold Sark, banishing Blaster to add Flamebell Guard. Using Dragon Shrine, sending Flamebell Guard and Tempest, or not Tempest, Tidal. Banishing the Tidal and the Guard for the Tempest. Summoning Tempest. Here Tidal triggers to add the Water Dragon. Next, they normal summon Guard and Synchro for an 8. They're having a bit of talk back and forth. Going for Scrap Dragon. Oh, they're doing this because it's an Earth to then, yeah, summon the Mythic Water Dragon, and then they can go for their own Felgrand. Right, setting Wing Blast, passing it over. Nyarla gets a copy of Flying Sea a little bit late there, unfortunately. Charity is activated, seeing Fertilizer, Sylvania, and Spore. Putting back Spore and Marshall Leaf. Activating Sylvania. Sylvania discards Sage Koya to put the Sage Koya back on top of deck. Summoning Sprout. And Felgrand's going to activate on the Sprout. They're going to use the effect to tribute it. That... I guess you just is there any reason to make this go to grave here? Instead of just keeping it, I guess it's kind of irrelevant and only at 100 attack regardless. So I guess that's fine. I don't think Sylvania has any downside with that. I guess they just wanted it off board. Maybe they just assumed it wasn't in a great position anyways. I don't think it, when your opponent normally, yeah, it has nothing to do with Flying Sea or anything. If anyone knows, let me know in the comment section if there was a reason to actually tribute that there. Anyways, here it looks like Poison Hat got a Silver's Cry, and they're going to activate the Burial to put back the 3. They're going to use Blaster, banishing Tempest and Guard, summoning the Blaster. Tidal is then activated, summoning itself. Flying Sea is then activated. Yeah, so there's just a little bit of BMing here, I guess. And yeah, that's enough for game. So we see Poison Hat take it with Mythic Ruler. Pretty cool match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on this video, comment any questions or videos you want to see in the future, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified anytime I put a new video out, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to go down to the video description to find out how you can send in your hat format replays. But anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video.